but I ain't here to fight fair.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah.
It's week 6 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Commanders' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Commanders and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Here's Pickett. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Pickett. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodward, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
You talk about this giant defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Woodward. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2nd down and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Woodward. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week,
pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett now from the gun here. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Pickett.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now we'll throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man is Hill. Returning it, Hill.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses.
Woodward. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Isaiah Pacheco, the offense back out.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover them.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Right back to him on 1st down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the.
This drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off play action, Pickett. Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Woodward on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Down, Woodward, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
18, fight in.
They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Now Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Second down, here's Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Brandon Ayuk
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Okay,
from the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. After 20.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes. Take the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
17 yards and a Giant first down. A handoff now for Pacheco. Gets around him. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making... better than what they really are.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive. These passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On 2nd down, Woodward. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Pacheco once again. Skirts by him at the 35. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to...
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it